Islamic State says it was behind a suicide bombing in the Afghan capital that killed at least 8 civilians and injured 25. The attack took place this morning near the US Embassy on a busy road close to a central city square. The Afghan Interior Ministry says it targeted a NATO convoy, and the alliance has confirmed indeed that 3 of its people were wounded. Emily Sue looks at how the ISIL threat is growing in the country.
It is an attack symbolic of ISIS' growing influence and strength in Afghanistan as they targeted NATO forces in the capital city of Kabul, near the U.S. Embassy, where security is often very tight. Now, as we know, NATO and U.S. forces officially ended their combat mission in Afghanistan back in 2014. The remaining troops are only there to train and assist. But since then, ISIS has started to emerge in Afghanistan and carried out a number of deadly attacks in the country.
This is the first place, right? You said.
That's when the U.S. stepped up its military presence in a bid to destroy the terrorist group's stronghold there. The clearest demonstration of that is no doubt last month when the U.S. dropped its largest non-nuclear bomb, also known as MOB, or the mother of all bombs, in eastern Afghanistan to destroy a network of caves and tunnels used by ISIL militants. To give you a brief idea just how powerful the MOB is, the destruction radius is up to 15 football fields and is potentially the biggest bomb drop since Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The bomb did kill dozens of ISIL militants, but some critics argue it only destroyed a minimal part of ISIS infrastructure in Afghanistan. Judging on today's attack, it looks like the MOB did little to deter the terrorist group or had any significant impact on their organization, as they were still able to have the means to target NATO's armored vehicles designed to withstand large explosions at a very secure part of the Afghan capital.
China is demanding an immediate halt to the deployment of the U.S. missile shield known as THAAD in South Korea. The deployment's aimed at preventing nuclear strikes from North Korea. Beijing's announcement came just hours after Washington said that system, though, was fully operational and working now. The THAAD shield's used for intercepting short to medium-range missiles, but China fears it could upset the balance of power in the region and undermine its own ballistic capabilities. Beijing has also repeatedly raised concerns that THAAD's radar system could be used to spy on China, but Trump has been adamant that something had to be done.
So nobody's safe. We're probably not safe over here. If he gets the long-range missiles, we're not safe either. So we have to do something about it, and we'll see what happens.
Also, the U.S. president has just picked a new ambassador to China, too, who's already promised to confront Beijing on a number of issues, including North Korea.
I think there's other things they can do diplomatically and economically to send a clear signal that they, as well as the United States and other countries in the world, do not tolerate this expansion of nuclear technology and missiles by the North Korean leadership. It's a threat to all of humankind.
One China expert told us that Washington just isn't willing to relinquish its military presence in the region.
The United States sees that still believes that military coercion is part of the solution. So I don't think that the U.S. government is going to give that up. But then by holding on to this military coercion has given China the warning that as far as their own defense system is concerned, they need to step up their efforts to develop more advanced missiles in order to neutralize this thought surveillance systems.